I done told y'all time and time and time again. Always got to come through and speak truth to power until it repeats after me. What we're seeing is not a test. This is Chris Brown grabbing those booty cheeks. And guess what? Average man. Hey there, Rob. It could be you, Yogi Bear. No, I'm dead ass though. It's over. Can you smell that? Can you smell it? I think we're cooked. Oh, I know it's hot. Good? Here, go ahead. Pardon me. Here. This is from the Aldi's collection, Bellevue, the old lady seltzer. I know it's hot out there, but I sure am generous. But I also got good manners. And I was raised by a great family. And you know what that means, right? You know. Because it's the 6 path commandments. 6 paths dice here. Mr. Lane, if you need me. What you saying that though? That's not Chris Brown with one of his boo things. That's not Chris with somebody from the roster. Or old girl that he knocked down but before. Damn, I can't even say before because like Chris had run it at like 15. So like, you know, he pretty much has always been getting laid. And not only that, he been getting laid by like pretty girls his whole life. He don't even know what it's like to take one for the team. Because a lot of handsome dudes got to take one for the team. Just because you handsome don't mean that you won't be getting no pretty girls. No sirree. No sirree, Bob. You understand? So anywho, I want to talk about a few different things. I'm like, God damn. The internet, I don't know, man. Man, listen. It was interesting to me about when women talk about wanting marriage and relationships and stuff like that. More and more, it's starting to seem a lot like just in terms of like the commitment that you can get from a woman before social media and let's say 50, 60 years ago. Don't get me wrong. I guess women probably have always been as loyal as the options, right? But the average guy never had to feel like he was really in competition with rich guys. You know what I'm saying? Unless you ran in them kind of circles. Because like there's not enough rich guys, unless you live in a rich town or a town that, like, so let's say if you live in the hood, it's probably not going to really be that upper echelon that where or those kids in school that really got money. Whereas if I'm in a good town, there's going to be more kids in that school who make really good money. You know what I'm saying? So, but guys never had to think, like I always say, if like there was never a time where, well, I'm sorry, before this era, your girl never thought about banging Drake because Drake couldn't reach out to her. Drake can go on Instagram and treat Instagram like Tinder for beautiful girls. He can literally go on Instagram and that random pick a beautiful girl and fly her out and it's no questions asked because it's Drake. You know what I'm saying? But also, and it's not that Drake is going to do that. Obviously, Drake is not no dude who just, he's almost 40 years old. I don't think he's just randomly picking women, you know what I'm saying, to sleep with. But here's the thing, though. Just like men have a tendency to overmanage, women can overimagine, meaning that they'll create reasons to do shit. They'll create reasons to feel kind of way. They'll create reasons. That's why women love the victim mindset, because the victim mindset can be an endless experience, and women like to experience shit. That's why they always want to buy things and spend money, and they always want to basically purchase a new experience. All right, I wonder how it's going to feel to go to this country. How's it going to feel to sleep with that guy? How's it going to feel to have that experience? How's it going to feel to break up my family? I wonder how that. I'm dead at. That's how it looks. It looks like women be like, you know what? I think it might be a pretty cool adventure to this, to in my marriage real quick. And if it's true love, It'll be like a plot line from Sex and the City. No, you know what I thought about with Sex and the City? Those were 4 storylines that were told in a fairy tale way. There's no reality where Carrie Bradshaw gets with Mr. Big. Not no handsome, rich older guy. Like what? Carrie Bradshaw. Not only that, she in the movie, she humiliates him at the altar. Not only was he going to marry, she was old. Couldn't give him no kids, no nothing. Men like that ain't trying to just be with no old broad. That can't give him no kids. Anyway, in the movie, they finally get married, and she leave him at the altar, right? I think the other part, Miranda, basically dogs out Brady because she can't accept that. She can't accept that. Well, for one, she's like the man-hating, masculine character, right? Whereas Samantha was like the man-eater, where she never really had real relationships and shit. And at the end of the series, like she basically starts representing this this really handsome young white guy, like he's a model, some shit. I think Smith Jarrett. And in this storyline, he just loves her. He want to be with her forever and ever. Then one day she just says, "Hey, I'm done with you. I'm cutting my hair and I'm moving on at 60 years old." But in all actuality, Smith Jarrett is the real victor of that whole situation. But anywho, my point being is that all those storylines, that's not how it actually goes. And I realize those TV shows really, I think those movies and TV shows where, because again, there's always this part of the storyline where the couple has to break up and get back together and then go through the journey of getting back together, right? And women have to realize that that's only one kind of adventure. You don't have to wreck your life to have an adventure. I think that people also think that the bigger the change, the more stimulation. Women like stimulation. Gotta stimulate your mind, baby. Stimulate your mind, Smokey. That's what they enjoy, right? So anyway, so as I said before, women can overimagine, right? And to the point where, yeah, it may not necessarily be a celebrity, but it starts there, right? And the Kevin Samuels conversation, when he started talking about the numbers on how many men make over 100K, and then how many of them are tall, handsome, tall, dark, and handsome, and black. You know what I'm saying? And single and straight. You know what I'm saying? And also want to date you. When we start to think about the numbers, you start bringing your chances down a lot because women start to also imagine, all right, well, what if this? Because I think women also think in terms of, what if this happened? What if that happened? Now, of course, I'm not saying any of these girls that's taking pictures with Chris Brown are necessarily trying to get with Chris Brown, but yo, if they even they in a relationship, Chris could probably get them out that relationship. And not only that, you know, for a guy, all right, let's go back to this picture. He gets to grab the booty. He don't know her birthday, never met her mama. He ain't spent no time with her. He ain't took her nowhere. Guys mostly be spending money on you so they can get to this point. Matter of fact, she paid Chris Brown to hold her booty. That's crazy. It's a crazy investment. And that also proves you do not need no high value man. That's a sidebar. You don't need a high value man because you found $1,000 to pay Chris Brown to touch your butt and then immortalize the picture. And it's not only that, these pictures also show the lack of long-term thinking. Bro, what if you meet a guy that really likes you? And there's a picture of Chris Brown filling you up online for the rest. I first say for the rest of your life, but it's like, yo, this don't look good. You know what I'm saying? And I think a part of that shit is that yo, and this is why black women in particular, yo, this shit about to get ugly out here. And don't get me wrong, all modern women are doing this kind of thing, but it's like I've been hearing Crimson Cure make this point for a minute about, again, I'm not a non-black man, so I don't really know how non-black men see black women. And she was telling this story about how this black girl was, I think she was an African and whatnot. She was wearing these waist beads, and she met this white guy, right? And I guess they were hanging out, or I think they had met that day, or something like that. And like basically, they were hanging out, and I guess I think they shared a cab. then I think he got out with her, and and he basically, in so many words, was talking to her as if like he expected to be able to come up and everything. And the girl didn't know that, and that, I guess it was Africa, that waist beads mean that you out there working. And it's not that other, listen, prostitution goes on in every sector of the world, in every part of the world. I don't know about India. I feel like India don't got no problem. I just can't imagine Indian girls and like Middle Eastern girls like hoeing. I'm saying, I don't know. But hoeing mostly go on everywhere, right? In one way or the other, right? But here's the difference though. For when black folks have never really been completely in control of their image. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, he made this point. And we got to think about the fact that we have so many other ways to make impressions now. They call it impressions. We have all these social media platforms, right? Where we all meet there, we all talk, and we all post. So social media is the greatest data collector of ever. This is the most, if you want to know how popping something is, why you see a lot of videos a lot of movies get made that you're not seeing them. I think the Aquaman 3 come out yet? I mean, Aquaman 2 come out yet? Because I heard it was so bad they had to keep redoing it because it was so bad. And they know, listen, anyway, but I'm saying, but we're able to measure data and actually measure things for what they are, or at least get close to it, rather than these crazy random freestyles that a lot of us do when it comes to real life. You know what I mean? And so again, I think black women don't realize how other people see them. That the whole black woman is God, and the whole queen shit. That's in the black community. White men don't call black women queens. Spanish guys don't. They don't see you that way. They see you as a woman. All right, and being a woman is not a bad thing. It's nothing that Crim Secure pointed out too about a lot of women have insecurity about being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that they think that the things that are associated with being a woman are bad and are negative. So therefore, they look to imitate or possess or display masculine traits and masculine behavior because they see that as more basically it's more powerful or you I don't know, it's like they call it, well, some people call it penis envy and everything, right? But anywho, but in so many words, it's when someone doesn't understand it's important to have double standards. It's certain things kids can do, adults can't do. Certain things white folks can do, and black folks can't do. I don't know if we need that double standard, but I'm just saying they exist. You know, what you get it. You hold on, man. You know what? Cut away. Fragrance of the evening. My God. Listen, this year I'm becoming the cheap smell good guy. Listen, I'm gonna be putting y'all on to all the good smelling cheap cologne. You understand me? This right here is from the acclaimed, the infamous, the notorious. You understand? BBW, only BBW that we respect around here. Bath and Body Works, beloved. That after dark, baby. Bath and Body Works. You owe me a check. All right? You owe me a check. Me. Out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta spray that shit. You understand me? I sign that shit. Sign that shit. I spray that shit. You understand? What's wrong with you? Anywho. Ladies, this ain't looking too good. Okay. Also want to show you guys another clip. That I saw earlier, man. Hold on, baby. Share with you real quick. Hold on.
Lineups.
Yeah, let me bring it back.
Yes, I sit on you. You can book me at carrotsfades.com. I'm a barber in Los Angeles, California. I specialize in bald fades, straight razor lineups, straight razor shaves. I can give you a facial. I can shave your chest. I can shave your back. I can give you a manzillion, and I can give you a massage. Okay, love you. Bye. Yes, I sit on you. You can book me at carrotsfades.com.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not the worst business idea. I'm actually not that mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I think 150 is a bit much. You know what I'm saying? It maybe should start at 50 and then you can tip up. You know what I'm saying? But And again, the world is changing, and the men got to realize, bro, you got to change with it. I think what's been going on for the longest is that men have been trying to get women to change back. And the thing is that, yo, you're not going to be able to ask nicely, can you change back? No, you going to have to change. And I think that was happening, and men are changing. I think what's happening is that a lot more men, for one, the economy is not allowing you to have a mindset of like not having any kind of abundance. Because if you are a single man, you need to be worrying about your goddamn money right now more than ever. You understand? More than ever. So therefore, like, living a lifestyle where you're mainly focused on getting girls and stuff like that, a lot more men will realize it's keeping me broke and stressed out, and I'm not really enjoying life. All right. Not only that, you know, oh shit, hold on, y'all. I think my signal's a little messed up. All right, good, because that shit was slowing down for a second. But anywho, what I was saying was that a lot more men are starting to kind of think about, all right, is this a good investment in my time? And a lot more men, because of YouTube, and we have more information, a lot more men trying to tailor their life and what happens in their life more to the outcomes that favor them, not kind of just letting shit happen. You know what I mean? Like, a lot more people are trying to get in shape. A lot more guys are going to be learning how to train. It's going to be two things it's going to be a few things that guys pick up on and put more time into. Learning how to fight a little bit, even if it's a little bit, even if it's going to a few classes. But learning something, learning how to drill a little bit, learning how to throw a punch and everything. A lot more guys are getting into that. A lot more guys are getting into weapons training because a lot of guys are seeing other guys are armed, and a lot of men are thinking, I'm not going to be one of them guys who can't use a pistol. I ain't trying to get caught out here slipping and get lumped up because I don't know. I don't even have a plan for defending myself. I mean, like a real plan. Well, like, all right, I'm gonna do this. This don't work. I'm gonna do this. I'm prepared for this. No, I mean, just some kind of experience. You need to go do some basic training. Then also, a lot of guys are thinking about, yo, how can I have more stability, right? And I'm saying, and be able to take care of myself, you know, and maintain, because, you know, for better or worse, being able to see people who are doing well live their life, it to a certain degree, it is inspiring more people to try and do good. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. I don't know where I was at with that shit. I just got off the phone after an hour and a half of talking. So, hey, if you're here for the journey, you here for a journey. But anyway, so we left off at Shorty right here. So actually, I was talking to my homeboy about this on the phone about, like, yo, the internet is really exposing modern women in terms of, like, what we're all really made of. Like, how resourceful are we all really? Because I'm like, God damn, like, yo, a lot of women are turning to some kind of sex work. Yo, when OnlyFans started getting popping, it's amazing how many women felt like, okay, I could do that. Like, y'all saw a woman, I thought this woman was like a bus driver. All right. And what's crazy was, like, she didn't particularly have there was like nothing about her that was like really appealing. Like, she was overweight and whatnot, right? You know, like, she looked like, for the most part, she wasn't bad in the face, but she still was like an average woman, but she was older, you know what I mean? And she looked like one of them girls that if she was like in shape, she would have like a banging body because she was bottom heavy and whatnot. But not like crazy bottom heavy. Like, no, it was very like, you know, I can't say it was given like that. And what I'm gonna say about that shit is, like, yo, that's the danger of you thirsty ass dudes on the internet. Y'all hype women up to the point where this chick in particular had her OnlyFans and was talking about she's selling feet pictures. At the time, I just saw it as, yo, you wilding. What are you doing? Or this is weird. But at the time, I didn't realize that, yo, single income households are it's like a trap. It's like a never ending trap. Like, yo, you need to be a single person. You gotta be able to afford to be single. In order to afford to be single, you gotta make about $7,000. So afford to be single, because like that's the combined income needed just for two people to kind of live. Preferably 150. You know what I'm saying? 150 to $200,000. That's preferably what's needed to make it now. You understand? But anyway, I was saying before, I think before I got cut off, I cut myself off. My man said, "Yo, these women are trying to make money, using any kind of." I'm sorry, no, he says, "Nah, B. These women are using any form of sex for money these days. 150 so she can sit in your lap and give you a shape up." My man Showtime said, "No, thank you." Some emojis. My man Andy Gaines said the oldest profession is prostitution. It's tested the test of time and is prevailing more than ever today, thanks to social media. What's a manzillion? I want to know the same thing, brother. You know what? I actually don't want to know. That sounds crazy. I don't want to ever saying that word to me. Not gonna lie, Andy Gaines came back. He said, "Not gonna lie, I'm interested in how she does the manzillion." No Diddy. Shout no Diddy. Shout to Diddy. So anywho, like I was saying before, men have never had this much data and have communicated this often, right? And what men do that women sometimes won't do is men do self-correction, right? I'm not saying every man does it at the same level, but men, for the most part, if he's presented with enough information, he's probably going to adjust and change his mind because it's against our nature to keep losing over and over and over and over again. You understand? So anyway, I want to share one more clip. All right, real quick. Check this shit out.
Give me that massage you was talking about?
A little more than that, though.
You sound fine. As long as it's a good time.
Come on in.
Hey, faces. Hey, faces. Yo, what's these hands? What's these? Yo, these hands is crazy. First of all, everything about the shit is crazy. Yo, like the midriff with the belly. You know what I'm saying? The hand motion. And old boy walking in here, dragging a comforter. Yo, oh, hold on, man. We gotta bring this shit back. Yo, can I bring this shit back?
No. What is this? Is the real question.
I even recommended it.
So, are you being honest right now, or are you just saying that?
I'm being very honest. You know what you got?
So that bothering him when you said?
Because how can you tell a grown man that how do you comfortably say it really ain't working or it's really not good? Like, I understand people are a grower and not a shower, but you're not a grower or a fucking shower.
So why are you saying that now?
Well, shit, you want some shit. I'm just letting you know what it is. You asked me why I'm cheating, why I'm not loyal. Shit, I'm letting you know. You wanted an answer.
I helped you with your startup money. I helped you buy product. Helped you with your taxes. I helped you.
You gonna give me that massage you was talking about?
I helped you get grants for small businesses. Don't tell me what I didn't help you with.
Honest, okay, you telling me all you helped me with, but what the fuck that got to do with your opinion? It don't work.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Coochie dry, Bookie. What the fuck you want me to do? So you trying to embarrass me, but who's really embarrassed?
No, he's not, babe. You're still
What's that rhino pill? Let's try it.
This shit's crazy. Yo, hold on. I'll let it play.
I even recommended it.
So are you being honest right now, or are you just saying that?
I'm being very honest. You know, is this what you wanted to hear? Because you obviously looking. This is the answer you wanted, right? You wanted some truth. This is the truth.
I wanted the truth the same time you was asking me for money. I wanted the truth the same time you was laying next to me telling me about your problems you was having with your business, and I was being real with you. That's what I wanted.
Okay, in the same way I rolled over and told you about the problems with my business, I expected to roll over and get some good dick, but that ain't happening. So
that I helped you get great.
I ain't gonna lie. When you start talking about like grants and shit, I'm like, all right, man. Hopefully this is fake. But most black men have experienced something very similar to the shit, and I'm gonna explain why she's talking to him like that. You got to realize that. Yeah, this man, I don't know if it's like, because it's just too, I don't know. But this is a realistic scenario in terms of what black men experience with black women. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like I always say, black men are broken down. First of all, black men think like property because black men, for the most part, have never really been free. Like my generation is the freest generation of men to black men that ever live in this country, because we're the first generation that doesn't even understand or it can even conceive the idea of having legislation against me specifically. We can't even wrap our heads around that shit. Like, it's not something that you can hear and say, "Oh man, that make no." Like being told where you can drink, what fountain you can drink from, what school you can go to, where you can live at. Being told, no, you can't go to school here or you can't live here because you are a Negro. There was I'm told in the 60s, you could tell someone that, right? But anywho, a lot of men don't, especially black men, don't know how to be free or don't know how to really use their power of being able to go where you want to go, talk to who you want to talk to, marry who you want to marry. It was illegal, in particular, for black men to marry white women for a long time. Probably, you know what I'm saying? It's like recently, bro, right? That's wild. Telling somebody who they can marry, that's wild, bro. But our generation can't even imagine that shit, right? So anywho, a lot of black men don't know how to think like men and think for themselves, right? So we've all had a scenario where this was the response when doing something wrong. Actually, just the other day, I had someone I was interacting with, like, yo, this, it was not called for at all. Like it was just so crazy. But basically, she jokingly said she was going to curse me out and somebody come get him. I'm looking at her like, somebody come get me. Now, mind you, I wasn't doing nothing to her and whatnot. I think I pointed something out to her. Then she just took it somewhere else. She basically acted like she didn't realize that we're having a friendly conversation. And she said, "Oh my God, are you serious? What? Somebody come get him." Like, somebody come get me. Oh, yo, who the fuck you talking to? I like, what is this shit? And I had to rush, like, yo, when you think of black women in terms of what a white supremacist will say to you and how a white supremacist will say to you, you see how the thinking lines up. Like, it's always, no matter what, no matter how bad I look, no matter how bad I'm doing, no matter where I'm from, I'm still better than a black man. And I'm saying, not only that, I have more rights than a black man, and my humanity is to be acknowledged at a higher level than black men. But anywho, these 3 clips or pieces I just showed y'all is really, yo, man, I don't know if you can smell it or not, but we might be cooked. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, man, if you enjoy the content, man. I really appreciate y'all. Have a good one. I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace.